Welcome to iasvideos.com, online IAS Academy. To get access to our full videos, subscribe to us on our website. 4. Interpol brings in silver notice to trace illicit assets. This topic will be important under General Studies Paper 2. Important international institutions, agencies and their structure, mandate. Why recently in news? Interpol has introduced a new system of international alert titled Silver Notice on a pilot basis to assist member countries in locating and seizing assets acquired through criminal means. This Silver Notice, which will help identify, monitor, freeze and confiscate assets, is expected to promote international action and enhance the speed of recovery of assets located in foreign jurisdiction. What is Interpol? The International Criminal Police Organization is an intergovernmental organization facilitating international police cooperation. It was established as the International Criminal Police Commission, ICPC, in 1923. The organization's headquarters is in Lyon, France. It is the second largest political organization after the United Nations in terms of international representation. Its work focuses primarily on public safety and battling terrorism, crimes against humanity, environmental crime, so on. What is Interpol Notice? An Interpol notice is an international alert used by police to communicate information about crimes, criminals and threats to their counterparts around the world. They are circulated by Interpol to all member states at the request of a member or an authorized international entity. The information disseminated via notices concerns individuals wanted for serious crimes, missing persons, unidentified bodies, possible threats, prison escapes and criminals. Notices can be issued in any of the 4 official languages of Interpol: English, French, Spanish, and Arabic. Existing 8 types of Interpol notices, which are color-coded by their function. Red notice: to seek the location and arrest of a person wanted by a judicial jurisdiction or an international tribunal with a view to his/her extradition. Blue notice: to locate, identify or obtain information on a person of interest in a criminal investigation. Green notice: to warn about a person's criminal activities if that person is considered to be a possible threat to public safety. Yellow notice: to locate a missing person or to identify a person unable to identify himself, herself. Black notice: to seek information on unidentified bodies. Orange notice: to warn of an event, a person, an object or a process representing an imminent threat and danger to persons or property. Purple notice: to provide information on modi operandi, that is mode of operating, procedures, objects, devices or hiding places used by criminals. Interpol United Nations Security Council Special Notice: to inform Interpol's members that an individual or an entity is subject to UN sanctions. 5. G20 Summit, Modi to push for inclusive view on climate. This topic will be important in General Studies Paper 2. Global summits and agreements involving India and affecting India's interests. What can G20 do for climate change? At G20, we can play an effective role in supporting multilateral goals of increasing research and development to develop affordable renewable energy. We should also ensure that finance and technology is available to meet the universal global aspiration for clean energy. We must meet target of $100 billion goal per year by 2020. G20 countries should increase share of traffic on public transportation in cities by 30% by 2030. We should shift from carbon credit towards green credit. When we speak of targets, we must not only reduce the use of fossil fuel, but also moderate our lifestyle. Development in harmony with nature is goal of my proposal to launch along with the French President Hollande, an alliance of solar-rich countries at the time of COP21 meeting. India's plans for addressing challenges of climate change. Additional capacity of 175 gigawatts of renewable energy by 2022. Cut in subsidies on fossil fuel and tax on coal. National Clean Energy Fund of $3 billion to promote clean technologies. With our highly ambitious intended nationally determined contributions, INDCs, India would remain in step with the world. We look forward to a concrete outcome in Paris within the framework of UN Convention on Climate Change. The framework has an appropriate balance of collective action, equity and common but differentiated responsibility and respective capabilities. 6. G20 vows to step up anti-terror coordination. This topic will be important in General Studies Paper 2. Global summits and agreements involving India and affecting India's interests. Why recently in news? Mr. Obama at the close talks of G20 summit said that he will allow US personnel to pass threat information including on IS to French partners even more quickly and more often. Because we need to be doing everything we can to protect ourselves against more attacks. We reaffirm that terrorism cannot and should not be associated with any religion, nationality, civilization or ethnic group, the G20 leaders said. It also expressed concern over the acute and growing flow of foreign terrorist fighters and the threat it poses for all states, including countries of origin, transit and destination. To tackle the phenomenon, the G20 leaders resolved to develop measures for operational information sharing and border management. They also pledged to cooperate on preventive measures and appropriate criminal justice response. Mr. Obama said we are sending the message that we are united in this fight to destroy this barbaric terrorist organization. The US will continue its strategy of deploying military power, in the form of airstrikes and working with local forces, applying economic pressure and trying to stabilize the failed states where the IS has taken control of territory.